Hello, welcome back to Reads of an Apple. My name is Stacy. Either welcome back or welcome if you're new here. And I am here to start my weekly vlog for week 48, I believe. Are we at 48 already? We're week 48 already. If you watched last week's vlog, I'm in the same position, same clothing, and I usually start these on the weekends, and I try to do my vlogs, my weekly vlogs run from Saturdays to Fridays usually, but it is Wednesday. Happy November 30th, and after Thanksgiving and then the following weekend, I've just been like busy and not in the mood to film stuff, and I haven't been reading that much, and I feel like I don't have too much to update you on, so I just wasn't filming. So I'm sorry about that. Not that it probably really matters to you, and I probably shouldn't apologize, but I did just in case it bothers you. But yeah, so let's get into it because I know we have quite a few days to do for our calendar. But I'm gonna take a drink of tea. I'm using my Adagio ceramic. This is one of their teas, ceramic infuser mugs. And what's super fun is, this is the Christmas one. And I thought, usually I put all my decorations out. Usually what I do is after Black Friday shopping, when I come home, may or may not take a nap, and then I pull out my Christmas stuff, and then I usually spend that Saturday, if not Friday night, getting all of my Christmas stuff up and out. That has not happened. I'm still in between, and it's starting to get frustrating, but I at least have this mug. So it comes with a mug, or it comes with a lid, which is super cute, and it also comes with a basket infuser, and there is a notch in the lid. What I like about this one is the way that the lid sits in it is when you flip it upside down to take the lid off, it has the lip to hold this. I used to have one other one similar to like this, except for the cup went the other way. So the cup was like on top of the lid. So when you pulled it off to put your infuser in the lid to keep it from leaking, all the condensation was in the bottom from being on top of the mug. So these ones are super nice. The only thing I wish is it had handle, but otherwise I enjoy this. I use this one. I got this one last year on clearance when they were like phasing out all their Christmas stuff, and I definitely at some point want to get one of their I'm interested in the Sakura Blossom one, so I might get that one for the rest of the year, but I have enough mugs. But it's just nice that this is a travel one, and this would be good if I decide to do like a tea at work with an infuser. But tonight I'm drinking the berry cream compote tea. It is an herbal tea with rose hips, apple pieces, raspberry leaves, blackberry, strawberry, blueberry, creme brulee flavoring, and then other tiny little herbal stuff. It's a very it's sweet to me without needing to add sweetener, but it also has a little bit of tartness from the berries. But it's one of my favorite like summer teas, I guess you could call it, but I drink it all year round. And I'm trying not to overdo myself on Christmas teas yet because I have the advent calendar coming up soon. But yeah, this one is a favorite of mine. And I'll link Adagio down below if you have not looked at them. But outside of that, I did read one book this weekend. So I picked up Charming the Prince by Teresa Medeiros. This is the first book in her Once Upon a Kingdom, I think, or maybe it's just Once Upon a Time. And this is a medieval English romance. And just kind of quickly, I'm going to say I gave this 4 stars. I definitely enjoyed it. This is the 3rd Teresa Medeiros book I've read, and I definitely want to continue reading more. And just a quick thing, because I know I'll touch base on this in my November wrap up, but I gave it 4, not 5, because I did want more from the romance aspect. And there was a couple things that were a little odd to me. Some of them got cleared up in the end, but I definitely felt like there was a focus on his like 10 children. Maybe it wasn't quite 10. It felt like 10. See, this is a dozen. I don't know. It's a lot of kids. But the kids were very, like, all of them had little personalities, even the babes. And I thought that it was all really well done. I just felt like because there were so many, kids that were all integral to the story, we kind of missed out on some of the more romance development between Lord Banner and Willow. And I wanted more of that. And then he made some silly decisions at the end that I was just like, really? Really? You didn't know better? But like I said, I enjoyed it, and I do have the pretty shiny copy with the step back, which is super pretty. So yeah, there's that. And ignore my dirty nails. I'm sorry. I was playing in the tires and the tire tubes that are in the back in the shop. And so I was just like playing with dust before I left. And even though I washed my hands, I still had dirt on me. But it gets under your nails, you know? Plus some of this might be from earlier today because we have a 3rd mechanic. He's not really a mechanic, but he's a helper, and he didn't show up today. And then my boss Patty had a doctor's appointment, so it was just me and Dan. And there are a couple times when I had to go in the back, which is fine. I don't mind going back and help him like lift things and assemble things, and my heart just breaks for him because it's hard to see him really struggling as he's getting older to do the things he used to do easily. And it just breaks my heart, you know? But I am more than willing to help him out and ease his way however I can. In case you were wondering, I used one of my Anthony Bridgerton bookmarks with a quote. It's love's about finding the one person who makes your heart complete, who makes you a better person than you ever dreamed you could be. I got this in one of the different Bridgerton swag packs I ordered when the 2nd season was coming out. I don't remember who I ordered that one from, but I got a couple. If you've seen when around that came out, I know I unboxed it and it's in my weekly vlog somewhere. Other book related stuff. I have not read anything else, so I'm not going to get my TBR done for this month. I still have 2 books left on it. Today's the 30th, like I said, and so I need to read one more book. I still had one more book left to finish the first bingo board of Fall in Love. So I decided tonight I'm going to pick up a Thanksgiving novella. So I'm going to pick up Taken on Thanksgiving. This is by Annabelle Winters. She's in my like recommended to you because I've read little holiday novellas, and she's similar to authors like Megan Wade and Allie York, who I've read before. So this isn't a super fall cover, but it's Thanksgiving set, and it says Taken on Thanksgiving, and she's wearing like a long sleeve sweater, so I'm gonna count it because it's close enough. And this is like 50, 60-ish pages, so I can definitely read this tonight and finish the first bingo board. I'm sure I will probably give this one a prompt from the second bingo board if I decide to do a wrap up for that, but I have not posted a review or posted on my blog for about a month now. I got really behind, and then I was trying to get caught up, and then I got even more behind, and I am thinking about kind of changing things up slightly and just trying to get, I don't know. I'm trying to decide because I love writing my reviews, and I feel like I'm a lot more eloquent when I can sit down and write out my review. But on top of YouTube videos and everything else, I'm like, it's a lot. Plus right now I'm super stressed with everything. So I might be paring down how much I'm doing with my blog and just do like 3 to 5 star reviews. Although I feel like it's like the 2 to 4 stars are really what people care about review wise, is why wasn't it quite 5 stars? Why was it 3 star? That kind of a thing. I feel like I look more at the 4 and 3 star reviews when I'm deciding on if I want to pick up a book than the 5 stars, because I want to know maybe what didn't work for people, if that's something that also doesn't work for me. But that's a whole other thing. Alright. Your cheese booth. So yeah, I plan on picking up that book tonight. I took notes on what I want to talk about because I have several days that we have to catch up on. But honestly, that's it. So I'm going to take a drink and then we will do my calendar. It's so good. Alright, so if you are new to my channel, throughout 2022, I have been playing the quest calendar, and the theme is the Gates of Terralon. This is a daily calendar that is a game. It's created by Sundial Games, and it is based off of D20 based role-playing games, so Pathfinder, D20, Dungeons and Dragons, that's that type of thing. We have been playing as Savani Moonchaser. That's her right there. She is a monk class, and her race is feline, so she is a cat person. We have been, throughout the year, brief rundown. The gate to the demon world shattered, and pieces went to all of the different worlds. We traveled from world to world, collecting the shards. We have now collected them all, and we are trying to make our way to the demon world to put the gate back together to prevent, like, the implosion of the universe. It's kind of what it sounds like is what might be happening. When we returned back to our Earth, like what you would consider Earth in this universe, we got some help from the King's magician and went through the portal once again, and now we are like in a underworld, river Styx, purgatory, netherworld type of area. So I'm very curious to see how things are going to be moving on. And before we play the days, because we have some days to catch up on, I'll do a brief rundown of what the page looks like. So this is how Friday ended. So any of the story will be in this script style font. If there's any mechanics that we need to know that's more text based, it will be like outlined by a box with a more brick style font, or just like a normal bold style font. This one specifically was an attack, so a combat page. So when we have combats, we get this table that tells us either how many rounds or how many different creatures, and then what we have to roll. The specific one, we needed to do a wisdom roll, attack roll, and then our damage. But the table is always explained here. All of the information that we need to know for this day is on the back of the previous day. So I'll just go ahead and pull it. So here is Friday's sheet. So for this weekend, we are here, and what we need to know. So as you can see, our mechanics for today, because it's not combat, is in this box. And all of the information we need to know is on the back of this day. So let's just get into it. So this is going to be for, so just a quick update. Last week we got on a boat. We were able to cross basically the river Styx. And then we came across this Cerberus type dog and managed to defeat it to go to like actually traverse the shore on this side of the river. So let's see what's going on today. So this looks like faces or skulls. I can't tell if it's like a wall or a gate, but I don't know if you can tell. If it'll focus. But every single one of these circles has a face in it. Which is crazy. So let's just get into it. You arrive in an impasse. A tall wall stretches out as far as you can see. You approach closer and see the wall is made of endless faces of the dead. All of them speak to you in a creepy, hollow voice in unison. The living are not permitted to pass. Turn back now. Okay, so we have 3 options. A is convince the wall to let you pass, a charisma roll with the skill persuasive. B is scale the wall, which is a dexterity roll with the skill athlete. Or C, break through the wall, which is just straight strength. We're not very charismatic and we are dex based, so I'm going to go with B, scale the wall. So we will roll our dexterity, plus we will get to apply the athlete skill if we have that, and we do have the athlete skill, so that gives us a +2. However, we have a follower that also gives us another +2, so that's a total of +4, and our dexterity modifier is a +6, so we will add +10 total to whatever we roll with our d20, and this is a part of the 7 dice set that came with the game, and as you can see, they are mini dice, super cute. So B, scale the wall. All right, so let's just roll. Like I said, +10, a natural 20 to start out. Okay, way to start out this week. So natural 20s usually when you're playing D&D means something cool happens in the system because it's just me playing and we don't have a DM or a GM. It's just a really well roll. So our total is 30. If the result is 15 or more, you successfully climb up and over the wall. All right, so that is it for Saturday and Sunday. I don't know if I mentioned, but Saturdays and Sundays are combined on one page. So there's only one over the weekend. So let's get caught up. Today is Wednesday, like I said. So we have 3 more days to do. Okay, so we have made it to a new city, it looks like. Valera. Interesting. It's very like gothic, creepy looking. You have made it into the Demon City. The tall, dark buildings and lack of light create an eerie presence. It is hard to know how safe the city will be. Caution is advised while you explore. Okay, alrighty. So let us see. It looks like we have 4 different places that we can go to. Wandering the streets is the first. Being in the presence of the city and its inhabitants gives you an unnerving feeling you can't quite describe, but you are an intruder in their world, and this is their home. You try your best to look inconspicuous as you move about the city and see monstrous beasts about. Some are horrific and terrifying. Perhaps as long as you don't bother anyone, they won't bother you. Yes, please. So then it looks like we can visit the Incubus. It's INN-Cubus. Oh, that's so funny. A small undead imp greets you as you walk through the door. You don't fool me, stranger. You don't belong here. But I won't turn you away. Coin is coin, and I'm no fool to decline a paying customer. Pay 4 gold if you would like to take a rest. A rest allows us to restore our health to full, regain any abilities, spells, points, chi. We don't use spells, chi points. Pay, and then we'll have to pay any upkeep for followers, change our equipment, and if we have any negative modifiers from dying, we can remove one of those. But we have 3 damage and our health is 34. Once we get a couple more points of damage, I have some health potions we can just take. So I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to save our money. We don't need to rest. So moving on, street traffic. A large and hulking demon is walking down the street towards you. Its body is covered in spikes and it takes up the entire road. As it passes a smaller demon that is innocently walking by, it casually and maliciously slams it against the wall. Avoid and hide from the demon. Dexterity, reminder, stealthy. So once again, our dexterity is a +6 and we do have stealthy, which adds a +2. So we have a +8 total to whatever I roll, and I rolled a 17. Perfect. So what did I say? +8. So yeah, we're at 25. And if the result is 15 or more, you duck into an alley and wait for the demon to pass. Cool. And then the final is the Phantom Forge. A grotesquely large demon is working a tall forge. It flies up to the fires and down to the pits to craft masterful weapons. You notice this beast has no eyes. It is somehow working this forge blind. Since you don't need to worry about your appearance, you can pay for some services. So we can pay 30 gold for Fortify or Sharpen. Fortify gives a +1 to all attack rolls, but there is a max of +3, and Sharpen adds a +1 to all damage rolls, also with a max of +3. And I believe I have maxed both of those out, but let me just double check. Oh, I should say, this is the add-on for the quest calendar that is their hero companion book, and so if you don't get this, you do get a character sheet that is the size of a page, or you can get printable ones off their website, like in a PDF form or something like that. But I got like the deluxe edition or whatever, so it came with this and then some markers. If you are interested in this, the 2023 ones, I know the Kickstarter is backing, and I backed it on Quickstarter earlier this year, but the 2023 calendar is starting to ship, I saw. So I'm assuming at some point it will be up available on their website. I know next year's theme is like sci-fi space opera type vibe, so I'm very excited for 2023's. And I got distracted. I always forget. Well, not always, but I forget a lot of the times to point out that this is the hero book and not so Fortify is at a +3. I do know that. My strengthen looks like it's only a +2 though. So let me just check my equipment to make sure, because I have a +5 and I get 1 damage from, okay, yeah, no, I can, or no, I get 1 and 1 from my equipment. So yeah, both of those are maxed out. So we cannot buy a strength or Fortify or Sharpen anymore, but that is fine. We are maxed out on that, and we have a surplus of gold. So I'm just going to continue on. So once again, we're at Elvira, or Evalira, not Elvira. Oh my gosh. So let's move on to Tuesday. Okay, so we're in a new city, so we get a chance to do a job board. I love the like cool writing here. You are quite surprised to discover a job board in this city. Your first impressions didn't seem to indicate such a presence of community that would warrant helping each other. So there are 3 jobs that we can choose to accept or not accept. So need to contact relative, which is a wisdom roll with student, help with possession, which is a charisma roll, arcane adept, and deliver fare to deceased, which is a constitution roll. Okay, so let us see what these jobs are. Need to contact a relative. In a somewhat hidden room in the city, you discover a cautious female human who almost turns you away before realizing you are here to answer her ad for help. She is dead and has been surviving in the city by lying low. She apparently died in the demon attack on Greycliff, that's our hometown, and she wants help trying to reach across realms to talk with her living children. Okay, so wisdom roll reminder student. We do not have student, but our wisdom roll, our wisdom is a +4. So let's see what we got. Roll my d20. Another natural 20. Heck yeah. So 24. If the result is 13 or more, based on what you have studied and recall about transference energy, you are able to send a very short message to the other realm, but you can't guarantee it reached its target. The lady gives you 4 gold for your help. Cool. So a 4 gold from job number 1. So help with possession. Let's see what it is. It could be something good again. A demon has set up a casting circle and needs help possessing a human in another realm. I'm going to decline this job. No, thank you. Deliver fare to deceased. An old avian man needs your help. He knows his son has died in the great race of Luftaria. However, he has not seen him yet. He believes that his body must not have been recovered and that the ferryman's fee has not been paid. He wishes you to go find his soul and pay his fare. Okay, so this is just a straight constitution roll, and we have a +1. So that is an 18, so a 19. We're rolling well so far today. All right, so if the result is 16 or more, you head back to the soulless shore and find his son. You manage to avoid danger and fights along the way. Gain 10 gold. Okay. I don't know what we're going to be buying with all this gold, but okay. So we have 14 gold. Nice. Let me just update that on my character sheet. So 157. Perfect. Alrighty. So that was Tuesday and we did 2 of the job boards. So let's get to today's Wednesdays. Ooh. Okay. It looks like we found some lady selling something out of a cart. You begin to make your way out of the city. Before you leave, you encounter a traveling merchant. You'd be surprised what people try to bring with them when they die. And then, they don't need it here. I'm happy to sell you anything you desire. I have it all. Do you really? So let's see what she has. Exchange gold for any affordable goods you desire. Reminder, pickpocket. What does that have to do with anything? Okay. Health potions, 7 gold. I have a bunch of them. Greater health potions. I have a few of those. Meal rations. I have 5 of those. I think I'll stick with 5. Holy water removes the curse condition. Antidote removes poison. Let's see here. Yep, I can use chi points to remove both of those. Then there are potions of, there are 6 different potions. Well, Potion of Giant Strength, Potion of the Gods, Potion of the Wind, Drought of Enrichment, Potion of Fortitude, and Aged Wine. All of those as a d6 to one of our 6 main character traits. So like Strength, Dexterity, Charisma, that type of stuff. Combat Tonic, it's a d4 to attack rolls for the page. Dragon's Fire adds a d4 to all damage rolls for the page. Ointment, which removes wounds inflicted from death. Bandages and Potion of Clarity also removes other things related to death. I don't really think we need much of this. I have a couple aged wines that we've picked up. I have a couple combat tonics and dragon's fire that we've picked up, and I never remember to use them because I haven't needed to use any of them yet. So I think we're just not going to buy anything. Maybe if I really wanted to, I could get 5 more meal rations just so we're safe. But, I mean, we're coming up on the end of this. You know what? I have nothing else to spend my money on, so we might as well. So meal rations are 4 gold. So we'll get 5 more. So 20 gold. So we are down to 137. And I now have 10 meal rations. Maybe we'll give them to somebody else we come across if they need them or something like that. Alrighty, and that is all I have for you today. So, once again, another long update to start a weekly vlog. But I had 4 quest calendars to do and at least 1 book. So, all that's been going on. I can't believe tomorrow is December 1st. Tomorrow also officially starts Vlogmas. So, I had some plans for Vlogmas, and those didn't really pan out. So if you're interested, check out my first video. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to try to do every day for the most part, but we will see what happens. I have a couple different plans, so I'm not exactly sure how things will kind of end up going, but we will see what happens. But I will see you all tomorrow, and I hope you had a great November and December. I can't believe we're already in December. Where is time going? But I'll see you all tomorrow. Happy Thursday. The Avalanche won tonight, which was good. They won like 6-4 or something. It was a crazy game. And there was, I don't know, at the beginning or maybe at the end of the second period, or maybe it was the beginning of the third period, but at some point there was 13 penalties called. 6 on the Avalanche and 7 on Buffalo. But that was before the end of the game, and I know there was a couple more called as well. It was super crazy. I felt like the entire game was on, like, played in special teams, and both teams ended up with a 5-on-3, which was crazy. And the Avs scored on theirs, which was nice, but I'm happy they won. I'm just trying to think because I had things I wanted to chat with you about. I just finished filming my first video for Vlogmas, and I guess they're already out, so I will kind of touch base. I am going to be reading novellas for Vlogmas, and I've read my first one. And I'm going to kind of do in-depth reviews for those during my Vlogmas when I do my Adagio tea. And then eventually I have another advent calendar that I will also be dealing with at the same time. But I wasn't going to say anything on my weekly vlogs, but then I was like, I'll at least tell you because I can use them for my reading challenge, Winter's Kiss. So let me just take a peek here. So I picked up Naughty and Nice. This is the 3rd book in Kaylin Evans' Holiday Valley series. I will just kind of quickly say this is the hero has been pining since elementary school, and they are now in their like mid-20s. And it is fake dating, small town, Christmas novella. And this worked perfectly fine as a standalone. When I picked it up, I didn't realize it was the 3rd in this series, but I read it and it perfectly fine. So for Winter's Kiss, I'm going to use this for, I mean, this could work for a lot of different things, but I'm going to go with I should have figured this out before, but that's fine. We're fine. I'm going to do wintry clothes on the cover. Because surprisingly, the few that I read last year that had wintry clothes on the cover, I put in more obscure prompts, and then I really struggled to find one with wintry cover that I wanted to read. So this time I'm going to get that one crossed off right away. So tonight I will probably start my novella for tomorrow, and I'm super excited about it, but that's kind of all I'm really going to touch base on just real quick what I read, because these should be out late enough because I'm planning on uploading my Vlogmas. So like today's for December 1st will be up tomorrow, December 2nd. Hopefully, if my computer cooperates. So because all of those videos will be up the day after, and this weekly vlog will be up later, I will at least touch base on what I'm reading so I can be like, I am reading. But I'm definitely hoping when I have a little more chunk of time to read a couple novellas ahead and just have my little review blurbs ready so that when it comes to that day, I can kind of be ahead of the game when it comes to having to pick up some book club books. And then I have one other thing outside the quest calendar. So let's do the quest calendar first. So yesterday we were headed out of the city, and we ran into one merchant on our way out, and we purchased some extra meal rations. So today is a map. We are traveling to the Demon Temple. So we are here in Evalira, and we have the option to, so it's the Demonos Temple. So we can take the northern route to go through the wasted fields, or go the southern route into the dead forest. So if we take the northern route, we can kind of go around the mountains here and just take the fields the entire way. But if we come through here, we're going to have to come through mountains, then through the forest, and then make our way back up. And I feel like this is a little more of a longer route. And the forest might have more options for us for food, but the northern one might be a little bit safer. But we have enough meal rations, so we're just going to take the northern route. But let me read what it says. I might change my mind. It is time to depart Evalira and head east to restore the Demon Gate. This realm has untold dangers and unknown threats that could be anywhere. So either take the A or B, take the northern or southern route. Both of them are a D20 plus wisdom, with the reminders for survivalist, map and compass, and mount. So our wisdom is a +4. We do have the map and compass, which gives us a +2. And we do have a mount, which gives us a +4. So that is a total of +10, right? 4, 4, 2. Yep. And that'll be to whatever our D20 roll is. So I'm thinking of taking the northern route. Okay. You travel across the wasted fields. It is a barren landscape that seems to play tricks on your senses. All right, time for our roll. I could have swore I took my D20 out, but I don't see it sitting here. So did I actually take it out? No. Or apparently I took it out and then put it back in my little tiny dice bag. So I'm going to roll. We have a +10, and that is an 18, so 28. Okay, if the result is 21 or more, you find sufficient food and don't need to consume any rations. Okay, well, that's surprising, but okay. It looks like no matter what, there wasn't anything extra on this one. Just different levels of how many rations you could control, or you had to consume. But if you didn't have enough rations, then there were things that would happen when you start losing health. But we didn't have that issue, and I guess we don't encounter anything. So we are to the Demon Temple, which is super fun. And that we'll start dealing with all that stuff tomorrow, which is crazy. I can't believe we're in the final month. So let me stick my calendar. Look at this. This is how many pages we've gone through. And this is how many pages we have left. That is so crazy. I feel like it was just yesterday we started this. But today I got a package. And it should be... Oh my goodness! Oop, there's more in here. Okay. I'm gonna pull everything out and then I will show you one by one. But I'm just gonna set everything aside here. I'm so excited! Oop. Alright, it's in plastic. 2023, The Void Spark Chronicles. So, Quest Calendar 2023. I have been mentioning it is going to be sci-fi and like space opera based. So, I am super excited. I know there's going to be some new mechanics of like flying a ship and ship combat and stuff that they've talked about in some of the Kickstarter updates. But I am very, very excited for that. Oh, here is the back. So, and then I'm just going to show you what comes inside of it here real quick, just in case you were wondering. And I did get some of the extra options. I didn't get all of them on, because the Kickstarter has a whole bunch of different options that you could do with like dice trays and fancy dice and all sorts of stuff. And I don't remember if some of this might have been like extras from backing it, but I know I did get like the extra stuff. So inside this box is just the calendar on its plastic base. So that is super fun. And then I did opt to get the Hero Book Companion again, but they did change this, so it is landscape-wise now, so you can go through it landscape. So here is our information, and they changed the laminate on the pages. So here is how to play the game, and then it looks like here... Yep, here's our ship. So this will be one of our main character pages. So this is our ship that we have to fly. And then we have inventory and then our equipment for our equips. And then it just goes... Okay, so it looks like we have a blank character sheet here if you want to create your own character. And then we have the ones that come in the book. I know last year I saw that there were other characters as well that they offered up online if you weren't interested in any ones in the book. But I might just try to stick with the ones in the book because it's nice because they have all the leveling up pretty much done for you. So that's super fun, at least for like all the skills and stuff like that. So I'll just kind of quickly show there is a human cyborg. And then an Hexian engineer. I'm liking this different layout, this landscape layout. This is an Urzan Mystic. Ooh. Definitely giving me Jedi or Sith vibes here. This is a Gavanite co-pilot. So he's very humanoid. A Gobrant Smuggler. And then an Orkin Mech Trooper. And I think that is the last one. And then they did also say that they added stickers. So for equipment, you have stickers that you can do. And there are 2 pages of stickers here. And that's super cool. I don't know if they are reusable or not, but I'm very excited. But they did change the laminate on this. And then they also did a lot more testing. And so they have new markers that hopefully won't rub off as easily as the other ones. So this one came with a red and a black marker, and then it looks like there's a little microfiber cleaning cloth. And then we have our dice. So instead of doing little tiny dice, they did full-size dice, and these really pretty galaxy ones. I love these. These are gorgeous. I love dice like this where they're multicolored. Galaxy, you can see all the glitter in here reflecting. These are absolutely gorgeous. Super pretty. And I like the font on here too. Here's our D20. So in case you aren't a D&D player and haven't really seen dice, this is the dice I usually roll, and this is like a normal size D20. So that is the size difference. But it's crazy that they kept kind of the same teal colorings as this one, but added the glitter or the mica into it, and then there's some purpley pink and green that's added in. But oh my gosh, that is so pretty. I love new dice. They're so fun. And then I purchased an extra set of dice because I thought it was really decently priced, especially for what they are. So I got these guys, and these are tiny dice, but I don't know if you can hear that. They're made out of metal, and they are super cool. They've got some weight to them. This D20 alone is heavier than all of the other 7 die set. So, and it does come with the full 7 set. And I am like super excited. I don't know which ones I'm going to use. Those other ones are super pretty, but I've always enjoyed metal dice. And like I've borrowed some from other people, but I don't buy them very much myself because they're very expensive. But I thought these were really decently priced. I feel like they were cheaper because I backed them as part of the Kickstarter anyway. And because they're a tiny set, it was worth it for me to get them. But I most likely will be using these guys next year. But I am very, very excited for 2023's calendar. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But as always, Quest calendar is linked down below if you are interested in joining me in playing in 2023. If you do end up getting it and want to play along or want to join me or something, please let me know down below. Or even if you're just playing it and you want to like talk to me about it or want more information, feel free to reach out. But okay, that's it. Tomorrow's Friday, so we only have one more update, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a good Friday. Hello, happy Friday. It is almost 10 o'clock, and I needed to make my update. I also needed to film my Vlogmas for today, but I just got that done, so I figured I would quickly do my wrap-up for our weekly vlog here. So the novella that I read today for the second day of Vlogmas was Snowed In with the Player by Rebecca Genshak. This is the first book in her Holiday with the Players duology, and it is, the two books are twin sisters, and the second book comes out December 6th. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's all I'm really gonna say about this. If you want to see my rating and thoughts, check out day two of my up here, not over there, up here, Vlogmas, my daily Vlogmas things. Otherwise, I will say for Winter's Kiss, I applied this to forced proximity romance, since as you could probably tell from the title, they do end up getting snowed in together. So there is that, and then I do have one tiny little unboxing. So there were a lot of bookish people who were having bookish shops that were doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals, and I was very excited for Novel Grounds. I have purchased their stuff before, and I was hoping that, because she said that a lot of stuff would be back in stock, to finally get the Illyrian Camp stamp sticker. And then I totally spaced to look at her sale on her website until like late Sunday night. So that was already sold out. But her stickers were buy one, get one free. I thought about getting the Valeris postcard tote or blanket, but I thought about getting the tote, but it was still a little pricier than I really wanted to spend, even though I was under budget for my Black Friday shopping. Do I really need another tote bag? And yes, it's Valeris, and it's Sarah J. Maas, and I'm just like, collect all the things while they're available, because there's so much older stuff that has come out. But I'll keep an eye on them, and if I see that, you know, she's starting to kind of get rid of some of the old stock, maybe I'll take the plunge. But so I just got a few stickers. If you haven't ordered from them, this came in a really nice thick envelope, and I've got our stickers here, so I should have 6 of them, and we will just kind of go through them. And I love these stickers. They're good thick vinyls. So I travel by book. So pretty. And then this one was actually in collaboration with Enchanted Fandoms, which is crazy. And this is Morally Gray. And then A Well-Read Woman is a Dangerous Creature. And then we have a Dark Romance Reader. Romance Reader Fall Retreat Slow Burn Campgrounds, established in 1990. Super fun. And then they had one Sarah J. Maas sticker left, and this is the Terracin Deer, which I feel like will really kind of, I've gotten hints that there's a deer or a stag related to what's going on in Throne of Glass in, not Empire of Storms? Yeah, because that's the one before Tower of Dawn. But I feel like this will really make sense once I pick up Empire of Ash, which is a plan for this month. So that's the assigned reading for the SJM along. But yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all 6 stickers. I'm very excited. These are very thick, and I am a big fan of her stickers. And she does sales, I feel like, at least on the stickers, every couple of months, and so I usually try to get a few that are in stock. I'm still sad I didn't get the Valeris or the Illyrian Camp ones, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll just have FOMO for the rest of my life, you know? But other than that, let's stick that over there so I don't lose them. I'm going to take a drink of tea, and then we will do today's quest calendar. A spoiler alert, if you have not watched my Vlogmas Day 2, today's tea, excellent. Excellent. Okay, so yesterday we traveled to the demon temple and we chose the north route. I say we, even though it's just me. But you guys are watching and you're doing this with me, even though you're doing this with me in the future at an unidentified point of time. But we're fine. I'm just going to keep going with we, right? Ooh. That's not fun. That's very creepy looking. And it looks like we'll be fighting it for 3 rounds, and we'll have to do a wisdom roll, our attack roll, and then our damage roll. So let's see what it says. A horrendous and frightening demon tracked you across your journey from Evalira. It sneaks up on you as you stop to gaze at the wreckage of the demon temple. This creature is hungry for your flesh. Well, I have fur. There's flesh underneath, but I'm mostly fur. Or as I tell my kitty, I'm made of fuzz and bones. Alrighty, so we will just kind of get going. And it looks like, once again, our wisdom roll is to avoid becoming frightened. And if we fail that roll, that means that we have to re-roll our attack roll a second time and then take whatever result between the two is the lowest. So we'll just get to it. My wisdom is a +4. Okay, so we are starting with a 16 and not bad, so 20. Alrighty, and we needed an 11 or more to pass. So we are okay, we are not frightened, so we will attack as normal. And we have a +12. 19. Okay, alrighty, so we needed 18 or more to hit, so we are way okay. And our damage is 3d10 +5. So I will grab my percentile on my d10. Alrighty, so that is a 6 and a 9. So 15, 16, 17, so +5, so 22 damage. And we needed 15 or more to stun the demon this round. So perfect. On to round number 2. So wisdom roll first. We have a +4 again. And that is a 9. So 13. So we do make the 11 cutoff. So now to attack. That is an 8. So we are at 20 to hit. And once again, we needed 18 or more. So damage is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 +5, so 19 damage. And we needed 17 or more to stun her this round. And then on to round number 3. So wisdom roll is a 9 again, so 13. We are safe. And then to hit, we have a 8. So once again, 20 to hit. And we needed a 13, or we don't need a 13. We need 18 or more. I don't know where 13 came from. Alrighty, so damage. 7, 8, 9. Oh, nice. 19 plus our 5, so 24 damage. And we needed 12 or more to kill the demon. So the demon dies. If you stun the demon 2 rounds, collect 2 gold. If you also killed the demon, collect 1 additional gold. Cool. Alrighty, so I'll get that added to my character sheet. And otherwise, I think that's all I really have for you. So thank you so much for watching this week. I don't know when this will be up. Things are still a little backed up, but outside of my Vlogmas content, but I want to at least get that on track, and then I can take my time catching back up with everything else. But plus those are short, quick videos, which are a lot easier to handle, which is why things might be changing in 2023, but that's for a future date to chat about, and I still have things going on in my brain. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But otherwise, I will see you all very soon.